Good evening, friends. Welcome back to Pediatric classes. Do you know the speciality for today, June 6th? I know yesterday, you know, June 5th is Environment Day. So what exactly is the speciality for June 6th? So today is the Complementary Feeding Day. So that's why I thought I'll take this class on the Iycf indicators. Iycf indicators are infant and young child feeding practices. Basically, there are certain indicators, okay? So with this intro, I'll start sharing my screen. So if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and support the initiative, okay? And okay. So there are a total of 17 indicators. In this infant and young child, when we mean the age is catering to an age group up to 2 years, that is completed 23 months. So 0 to 23 months age group children we are considering. There are a total of 17 indicators. This is under 3 groups. So one group is the breastfeeding indicators. There are 6 indicators are there. Then complementary feeding indicators are 9 and other indicators which are 2. So total of 17. So now we are going to discuss about breastfeeding indicators. So what are the breastfeeding indicators? Number 1 indicator is ever breastfed. That means they are the percentage of the children born in the last 24 months who are ever breastfed. Please note here the numerator is children born in the last 24 months who are ever breastfed divided by children born in the total number of children born in the last 24 months. Then early initiation. Early initiation is of breastfeeding means starting of feeding within 1 hour of birth. So the percentage of children we need to know. So the numerator is children born in the last 24 months who were put to breast within 1 hour of birth divided by children born in the last 24 months. Okay. Now, this is the third is exclusively breastfed for the first 2 days after birth. Please note here, this is a new indicator which has come in the 2021 change. So, that means that the percentage children born in the last 24 months who were exclusively breastfed for the first 2 days after birth. That is the definition of this indicator. That means why we are telling many children are actually fed with prelactal feeds, and not only that, but all along with the breast milk, some other milk powder, and all things are happening with the first 24 to first 48 hours, telling that there is less feed for the mother and all. So we need to know that indicator. So that is numerator is children born in the last 24 months who were fed exclusively with breast milk for the first 2 days along after birth divided by total number of children born in the last 24 months. Now, the fourth category is exclusively breastfeeding. That you all are very clear about it. That is a person, the children 0 to 5 months who were fed exclusively with breast milk during the previous day. So please note here, when we say exclusive breastfeeding, that is breastfeeds, it can also include some ORS or medications or any multivitamin drops, nothing other than that. Okay. So breast milk, ORS, multivitamin and multivitamin are actually can be considered along with the exclusive breastfeeding baby. But that's so infants 0 to 5 months of age were fed only breast milk during the previous day divided by number of infants in the 0 to 5 month age group category. Then what about mixed milk feeding under 6 months? That means the children are fed with formula and or animal milk along with the breast milk. So the infants, the numerator is infants 0 to 5 months who were fed formula and or animal milk in addition to breast milk during the previous day divided by total number of children in the 0 to 5 months category. Continued breastfeeding, the age group we are considering is 12 to 23 months. We are asking, getting the percentage of children 12 to 23 months of age who were fed breast milk during the previous day. So numerator is that divided by total number of children in the 12 to 23 months. Okay. So that is about the breastfeeding indicators. There are 6 of it. Now we come to complementary feeding indicators. Please understand here the reference for this session is the WHO guidelines on it. So please get it downloaded. Iycf, put Iycf indicators, WHO. The very good document comes. There my reference is that. So introduction of semi-solid or solid soft foods 6 to 8 months. There is the percentage of infants who are actually 6 to 8 months who are consumed solid, semi-solid or soft food during the previous day is the definition of ISSF. So how is it calculated? Numerator is the number of children or infants 6 to 8 months. who consumed solid, semi-solid or soft food during the previous day divided by infant 6 to 8 months of age. Now, what about this minimum dietary diversity 6 to 23 months? When we say this is the percentage children who are actually consumed foods and beverages from at least 5 of the age groups during the previous year. So there should be a diversity in the diet. So what are the age groups? One is breast milk, second is grains, roots, tubers and plantains. Third is pulses like beans, peas, lentils, nuts and seeds, dairy products like milk, infant formula, yogurts and cheese, flesh fruits, meat, fish, poultry, organ meats, vitamin A rich foods and fruits and vegetables, other fruits and vegetables. So this is very important because don't get confused here. Roots, no, this potato topic, all this will come under root category. There is another category, roots and all another category. Why I am telling is there is another indicator coming up which you are going to discuss. So about the roots and vegetables that we'll discuss later. Okay. So minimum dietary diversity, 60 to number of children 6 to 23 months of age who consume foods and beverages from at least 5 out of 8 defined food groups during the previous day divided by children in the 6 to 23 months of age group. So what about this minimum meal frequency in the 6 to 23 months? That is again percentage of children in the same age group who consumed solid, semi-solid or soft food including milk feeds for non-breastfed children at least minimum number of times during the previous day. So what is the minimum number of times? That is defined as in the age group for a breastfed children is different, non-breastfed is different. So here for a breastfed infant 6 to 8 months at least 2 feeds should go. And 9 to 23 months at least 3 feeds. Okay. So please note here this can come as an MCQ for the PG NEET aspirants or it can come as a question for you for your exams. So for a breastfed infants 6 to 8 months at least 2 feeds should go of complementary feeds, or 9 to 23 months it is at minimum 3. But for a non-breastfed infant it should be 4 feedings. Of that at least one of the 4 feedings should be solid, semi-solid or soft food. I repeat here, there should be 4 feedings for a non-breastfed children, but at least one of it should be a solid, semi-solid or soft feed. So this is the how we get the ratio. Children 6 to 23 months who consume solid, semi-solid or soft food at least minimum number of times during the previous day divided by children 6 to 23 months of age. What about the minimum milk feeding frequency for non-breastfed children 6 to 23 months? That is the percentage of children who consumed at least 2 milk feeds during the previous year. At least 2 milk feeds should be there. So the ratio is non-breastfed children 6 to 23 months who consumed at least 2 milk feeds during the previous day divided by total number of non-breastfed children 6 to 23 months of age. Then what about the minimum acceptable diet 6 to 23 months? That is again defined as a percentage of children 6 to 23 months who have consumed a minimum acceptable diet. So what exactly is a minimum acceptable diet? That is 2 categories again, for this slightly different for breastfed children and non-breastfed children. For a breastfed children, they should receive at least minimum diet. We have discussed about MAD, that is minimum dietary diversity, MMF, that is minimum meal frequency. That is should be carried out for breastfed, non-breastfed also. At least the minimum dietary diversity and minimum meal frequency. We put under 2 categories because slight differences are there in the minimum meal frequency area and all those things. So that's why. So MAD is children 6 to 23 months of age who consumed a minimum acceptable diet during the previous day divided by children 6 to 23 months of age. Now, coming to the sixth indicator, that is egg and or flesh food consumption in the 6 to 23 months. It is defined as a percentage of children 6 to 23 months who consumed egg and or flesh food during the previous day. So that will come as the number of children will come as the numerator divided by total number of children in the 6 to 23 months as the denominator. Okay. Then sweet beverage consumption is defined as a percentage of children who consumed a sweet beverage during the previous day. So the ratio is number of children who have consumed the sweet beverage during the previous day divided by 6 to 23 months of age children. What about this unhealthy food consumption thing? Again, they are defined as a percentage of children 6 to 23 months who consume selected sentinel unhealthy. See this word, selected sentinel unhealthy foods. What exactly is that? So they are actually some categories of foods or they like sweets, candies. they are very rich in sugar, salt, or unsaturated or unhealthy fats. So what is this? Selected sentinel foods include candies, chocolate, and other sugar confectionaries, frozen trees, even cakes, pastries, sweet biscuits, everything. Even if it is having a fresh fruit also, it may, like those cakes and pastries, we get confused, no? Sometimes they say it's a fresh fruit pastry, but still it has more sugar and other things. So that is why here you see including those made with real fruit or vegetables or nuts like apple cake, cherry pie, all those things. Even then another category like chips, crisps, French fries, cheese puffs, all those things. So these are all in the category of selected sentinel unhealthy foods. So UFC is the number of children ratio is number of children 6 to 23 months who consume selected sentinel unhealthy foods during the previous day divided by children in the 6 to 23 months age group category. What about this ninth indicator in the complementary feed, that is zero vegetable or fruit consumption, is that we have defined as a percentage of children who have consumed nothing, no vegetables. That means who did not consume any vegetables or fruits during the previous day. So number of children who have not consumed any vegetables or fruits divided by total number of children. So here please note, don't consider this potato, tapioca and all as vegetables. They are under the category of roots and tubers and all. So that is why I told when we discuss about the 8 food category, this includes the last two. That is vitamin A rich fruits, vegetables, and also any other fruits or vegetables. Okay. So now we also want to discuss about other indicators. One is about this bottle feeding. Percent of children 0 to 23 months who were actually fed from a bottle with a nipple during the previous day. Please note here, when we say feeding with the bottle, it just does not include only animal milk or formula feed. It also includes express breastfeed. So so the total number will come like that. The children 0 to 23 months who were fed from a bottle with a nipple during the previous day divided by children in this 0 to 23 months age group category. This is another addition, that is infant feeding area graphs. This represents a graphic display of how an infant and young child is fed. I'll just show the one graph, okay? See this graph, this is for a graph of age less than 6 months. See, this green is the exclusively breastfed. This is the ideal pattern. We expect that all the children are actually exclusively breastfed. But what actually is happening? This is a country pattern which we see in, there's an example. So this green is the breast milk only, exclusively breastfed baby. Blue has fed with both breast milk and some water. And dark blue, like this blue will be breast milk and non-milk solids. Pinkish color is the breast milk and animal milk or formula. Orange is breast milk and like solid, semi-solids, all these things are given a bit early. Then gray is non-breastfed children and this is don't know category. So this is what is we are expecting, but this, so here it is very easy to understand how actually an IVC gives a very pictorial or graphic representation, no? So that is infant feeding area graphs. These are the 6 categories which we just showed here, okay? So in short, we have discussed these things only. That is breastfeeding indicators. We have discussed 6. Summarizing, at the end of it, I'll also tell the difference between 2008 and 2021 changes and all those things. But before that, let us summarize this. There are 6 categories: ever breastfed, early initiation of breastfeed, exclusively breastfed for the first 2 days after birth. This is a new indicator, okay? Exclusively breastfeeding under 6 months category, mixed milk feeding under 6 months, continued breastfeeding 12 to 23 months. Then complementary feeding, I already told there are 9 indicators. Introduction of solid foods or semi-solid 6 to 8 months, minimum dietary diversity, minimum meal frequency, minimum milk feeding frequency for non-breastfed children, minimum acceptable diet, egg or flesh food consumption, sweet beverage consumption, unhealthy food consumption, then 0 vegetable and fruit consumption. Other indicators are bottle feedings and infant feeding area graphs. Now, please, you have to revise this before exams also, because there are 17 indicators. No, there is a chance that you may forget it. And certain things like minimum meal frequency, dietary diversity, and all those things, you may have to just make short note of it and keep so that you can easily revise before exams. No, so these are the changes between the 2008 and 2021 Iycf indicators. Children ever, actually, no, in 2008, there were 2 indicators. Like there is something called an optional indicators and all. But recent things does not have. They generally don't differentiate like that. So there are only 17 indicators. Nothing called optional indicators and all. So previously, in the children ever breastfed was under the optional indicators, but now it is not like that. Okay, under early initiation breastfeeding, there is no change. But a new indicator like exclusively breastfed for the first 20 days after birth has been included. Then exclusive breastfeeding under 6 months category, first thing is there is no change EVF under 6 months, but there is a new indicator, that is mixed milk feeding under 6 months is a new indicator. See, please note all these new indicators. They may ask what are the new indicators which has come in Iycf. Okay. Continued breastfeeding, only the age window is widened. From 12 to 15 months, it has come to 12 to 23 months. Okay. Introduction of solid, semi-solid foods, calculation based on the food list question rather than the frequency of feeding. Now, about this, minimum dietary diversity, again 6 to 23 months, breast milk is added as 8th food group and cutoff for minimum increased to 5. I told you, 5 out of 8 at least should be there. Minimum meal frequency, again, in the non-breastfed infants, we have told that at least one non-milk feeding is required to meet the minimum for non-breastfed children, while the previous definition allowed children to achieve the minimum with milk feeds only. Milk feeding frequency for non-breastfed children was previously an optional indicator. Now it is not like that. Minimum acceptable diet. Here there are lots of changes which has come here. Look at this. Minimum acceptable diet in 6 to 23 months. This is altered to reflect the MDD and MMF. But here, this side, that means there are certain new indicators which has come. There are the new indicators. I already told in that in the breastfeeding indicator category, exclusively breastfed for the first 48 hours of life is one new indicator which has come, and mixed feeding is another one new indicator which has come. See, the other indicators include egg and flesh food consumption in 6 to 23 months category, sweet beverage consumption, unhealthy food consumption, zero vegetable or food consumption. All these are included because it has been found that when the child is taking low vegetable intake, more risk of non-communicable diseases. So we need to know how many percent of children are actually not taking vegetables or fruits. So that's why so many indicators are actually being introduced. Bottle feeding was initially an optional indicator. Now it is not there. It is like made as a normal indicator. Infant feeding area graphs was again a new indicator. Okay. So we have discussed many new indicators. Please note that. So certain indicators have been deleted from the 2008 to 2021. Like for example, consumption of iron-rich, iron-fortified foods, age-appropriate breastfeeding, predominant breastfeeding under 6 months, duration of breast, all these are deleted now. Continued breastfeeding at 2 years are combined with continued breastfeeding 12 to 23 months as described above. So, in short, there are so many new indicators. There are some deleted items. New indicator, please note here, exclusively breastfed first 2 days, mixed milk feeding under 6 months. Then these all are new indicators. Egg and flesh food consumption, sweet beverage consumption, unhealthy food consumption, zero vegetable consumption, etc. And this also, area under graph. So these are the deleted items. These graphs and all, these tables and all are freely available in the net. You just put Iycf indicators WHO, we get a very good document. You can actually download it and save it. So that is in short about this Iycf indicator on this complementary day, that is June 6th. Hope you like this session. I would like to thank all my seniors, my Iycf state chairperson, Dr. Christian Indumadi ma'am, our Elizabeth ma'am for being great support and help for teaching us all of this, and all my seniors for all the guidance and support. And I request all the viewers to please download the WHO Iycf indicators and go through it for any doubts or clarifications. And if you like the session, please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you so much and stay blessed.